Hello and welcome to my channel, Gifted and Talented People. I am Ramona and this is Healing Inspiration. Today we're going to do, our reading is about what are your gifts and talents. These could be gifts and talents you know about, maybe things that you don't know about yet. Maybe you do it for a profession, maybe it will help you making money, but it could be just something you're generally good at, and maybe something you should explore. I am having a free giveaway contest, so for more information about that, please take a look in the description box. And if you would like to give me a tip or donate to my channel so I can keep on creating more content, I'd really appreciate it. That is also in the description box. And if you would like a private reading, please send me an email and we can talk about the pricing and what questions or what kind of reading you would like. And you can just email that to me, and my email is in the description box as well. So please like this video, comment if it resonated, subscribe to my channel, and share the video if anybody you think would benefit from it. So we're just going to move on to, first we're going to introduce the piles. Pile 1 is, when I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. Pile number 2 is, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. These are from the Universe Has Your Back Oracle deck. Pile 3 has, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. And pile 4 says, happiness is my birthright. So go ahead and choose your pile or choose multiple piles. And we will start the reading with pile 1. Okay, pile 1. What are your gifts and talents? And we'll read your card again. When I accept the love of the universe as my primary teacher, I will always be guided back to the light. So first, I think you are very connected with universe. You are aware of the spiritual element and that there's a greater power than just us individually. You see things from a higher perspective. And I'm looking at universe. Uni means one and verse means sentence. So you may be well versed. You may be good at writing verses, writing music, singing, or just writing in general. You could be good with words. You could be a primary school teacher or be good at teaching and be a guide. You may bring light and truth into situations to help guide people. And you seem to be very accepting and non-judgmental and just be in unity with the love of the universe. So we have 3 tarot cards from the Rider-Waite deck, and they are the Death card, the King of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So you could have some Scorpio energy in your chart. And maybe an earth sign. So first with the Death card, your energy may bring transformation to people. Somehow you may help people through transitions. You might be a good listener, or may be able to be a loving presence when people are going through difficult times. And you can bring the light to them in those situations, in some of the darkest of times that people are grieving or facing traumatic circumstances. You are also probably more comfortable with the darker side of life and the darker things and shadows that a lot of people may steer clear of, but you have a level and a sense of comfort with those things. You may be good at or enjoy horseback riding, or I'm thinking things with speed, like something that moves very quickly. I don't know if you've seen those, there's people, not cheerleaders, but they do those flags. I forget what they do. That may have been something you did or something you were good at. And then with the King of Pentacles, I think you're very good at establishing your home, like a home base, possibly decorating a home, maybe good at cooking, really good at finances, but making a house a home. That it is masculine energy, but this person could be a good parental figure or a good spouse of some sort. And you're good at taking leadership and authority in the home. You could enjoy wines. Maybe you're a wine connoisseur of some sort. Maybe you enjoy architecture and may be good at that, good at appreciating that, or maybe know about that, or the historical value of things. I'm thinking of antiques. Maybe it's something you do, antiquing, or thrift store shopping, or something to that. You can see the value in things that other people may not see the value. And I think something like that could be lucrative for you as well. Maybe reselling goods that you find at cheaper prices. And then you also, I think you are a worldly person and you're good at planning and you are good at working together with other people. You have a future-focused mindset. Once again, I'm thinking about maybe different cultures and being astute about different cultures or having an interest in different cultures, different cultural foods, things like that. Or be knowledgeable about cultures, or just very open to other people's cultures. And we have the archetype deck. We have 2 cards from there. So we have companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So you go after what you want and you don't stop until you get it. You're a very loyal person. You don't give up easily. And you are a good friend. A good friend, a good parent, a good child, a good partner. You are willing to sacrifice for the good of others. You're very giving. You know how to gift people. You may have tattoos or are good at maybe even doing tattoos or tattoo artistry, or possibly creative with clothing. You may be stylish in how you dress, or maybe you do design some kind of clothing. And the next one is artist. Light attributes, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. So you may be very knowledgeable about art or work with watercolors. You may have a very abstract vision and do things differently than other people do it, or see the world in different shades and different colors. You may be a very colorful person. Decorate your house colorfully. Be very good with how to blend colors or blend different mediums to create art of some sort. You could do murals, or it could be artistry in your house of knowing how to put things together, or in the makeup sense of, because I kind of feel like putting things together that don't normally go together, but it's something you can make beautiful or tasty, or something that is just quite creative. And I will be right back because I have gifts and talents that I got in a box. So. All right, so we're going to pick out a few messages about what some of your gifts and talents may be. So we have several here. We got finances. So yeah, that matches with the King of Pentacles. You might be good at budgeting, financing, investment. Then we have sculpture. That goes with artistry. So you may be good at sculptures or appreciate sculpture in such a way that others do not. Then we have cars and automotives. Maybe you know a lot about cars. Maybe you can fix cars. Maybe you have good taste in vehicles or automotives, or maybe you do racing of some sort or would be good at it. Reading people. So you can get people's number really easily. You can read their energy and know who they are pretty quickly, or read their emotions or maybe what they're thinking. Public speaking. So either you're good at public speaking or you would be good at public speaking. Even if you're afraid to do it, you would be a good inspiring speaker. Then faith. You have an ability to believe in what you cannot see, and like here too, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses. So you're able to grasp those things which are beyond our physical senses to comprehend. You do. King or queen. So you're in that and you have the King of Pentacles here. So you sit on your throne and you know your value and your worth. And you may have that kind of energy of leadership. Fairness. So along with being accepting, you're fair. You don't judge people based on appearances. Even though you can read people very well, it's not reading their appearance as much as their character and their soul. Memory. You may have a very good memory, or be good at memory games, remember details, things like that. Kindness. Yeah, with companion, you're just a very kind soul. You do good to others and you bring good to the world. Manifestation. So you may be good at bringing things into reality, like having a goal in mind and bringing that into the 3D realm, or going to the spiritual realm and bringing that down into the 3D realm. Media. So this could be social media, but I was thinking radio, television, other different types of media like that. Maybe a newspaper. Maybe you'd be good with, some form of media. Student. So definitely in here it says you're a teacher, but a teacher is always a student as well, always learning. So you make a good student. Could be always learning, and you could be self-studying, and you're good as a student. And you have automotive. So along with the cars and automotives, that might be something you would be good at. Clairsentient. So you have a psychic sense emotionally, so you can really feel people along with reading them or feel the emotions of others. And environmental, so you may have some environmental skills or talents or be interested in protecting the environment, things like that. So this is your reading. If you liked it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. I hope this blessed you. And we are going to move on to pile 2 once I get this cleaned up here. Thank you for coming. I really appreciate it. All right, pile 2. If you chose the card, my faith has the power to turn trauma into healing, conflict into growth, and fear into love. So you see you're someone that, you could be an arborist of some form or really like trees. You could be good at planting things. You may work with the moon and the moon cycles, but definitely an alchemist. So you have the gift of faith and you can turn things around. So you could be a good healer. You could be good at conflict management. You know how to use the darkness and shadows of life in order to become better. You know how to do replacement. You know how to replace fear with love, which is the opposite. You know how to take conflict and grow from it, and you know how to teach others to do so. And you trust in a greater power, and you continue to believe in yourself and you believe in other people. So we have 3 cards from the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, and you have the Star, Temperance, and the 9 of Cups. So here, it's like, turning the shadows into light. And in 2 places they're doing it here. Like Temperance is the alchemist that takes the darkness and turns it into light, and the negative and turns it into positive. So that's a gift of yours. You're a very spiritual person. You're connected with divine on some level, whether you feel like it or not. There's a level of mysticism with you. You also are probably a very attractive person. You put yourself out there and you're vulnerable. You have a star quality about you. And this also goes with the faith portion, that you may wish upon stars. You may look at the night sky. You may be good at astrology or astronomy. You're very good at balancing out emotions. You may be a very patient and calming person. And you bring brightness and energy wherever you go. I do believe you're a guide, a spiritual guide. You're in connection with your guides, and you're able to guide people toward the light. You may have an interest in flowers, or being a florist, or be good at growing things. You might like flying or something to do with the sky, or maybe climbing mountains, like going to heights. Just going to heights. I feel like that is good for you. I think you have a very watery energy. You have a depth of emotion, a depth of spirituality. I think you're able to make wishes come true and make other people's wishes come true. You may be good at baking or cooking, throwing parties. You may indulge and imbibe, and it's a good thing. You may have very refined taste. in things, like gourmet or like name brands, and you just have good taste in clothes and food and music. And I'm sure we all think we do, but you do. You are aware of the finer things in the quality of things. And I think you're a very graceful, ethereal presence, an angelic presence of sorts. I think you really you have a divine nature, as we do all, but yours is more expressed. And you're probably good with prayer, meditation, or spell work, as in, speaking words of wisdom and words of power, which create something here in the 3D. I think there's a sense of magic that surrounds you. You may be good at magic or witchcraft or divination or something around that area. You could be good at bartending or chemistry. Some kind of chemistry, like mixing different things together, or alchemy, getting different different metals, maybe working with some kind of jewelry or metal work of some sort. And then from the archetype deck, you have Midas/miser, but the entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing life's riches. So anything you touch turns to gold. You have the golden touch, the green thumb. You have the ability to be a very good entrepreneur if you're not already, to have your own business, to do your own thing. You may have a gift of being rich if you're not rich now, and you understand the richness of life monetarily and in the finer things in life, as well as the little things, and have an appreciation for the little things in life as well. You may be good at relaxing. Not everybody is. And then you have mentor, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. So maybe you'd be good at mentoring children or mentoring others in your profession, being an elder, or taking that leadership. Even if you're not age-wise an elder, you have a lot of wisdom. You could be an old soul. You could be a very good student and a guide, a protector of people. Okay, and we're gonna take out some gifts and talents. So what are my pile 2's gifts and talents? And we have finances. So you may be good with budgeting, creating money, creating wealth, investing. Mental illness. So you might be good working with people with mental illness, or you've overcome your own mental illness or have a lot of wisdom in that regard. Clairsentient. So you could be, you can, in a psychic way, pick up on the feelings of other people, and that makes sense with the star in Temperance. And learning. So along with that student, you're a lifelong learner, someone who learns easily, loves to learn. Then we have truth. So you're a truth teller, a truth seeker, and someone who can guide and lead, enlighten people with truth. Kindness. You're a good and kind person, and that's a gift. Makeup. Maybe you're really good with makeup. Do your makeup very well, or do other people's makeup or costuming makeup, have good taste in makeup. Manifestation, so you're good at bringing things to fruition, bringing things from the 5D into the 3D and attracting good stuff. Technical writing, so you may be good at some kind of a technical writing. Mythology, you may have interest in mythology, know a bunch about it, like with Midas. That would make sense. Sports, so there may be some sports or extreme sports, stuff that maybe skiing, snowboarding, hiking, maybe jumping off a cliff. I don't know, cliff jumping. I don't know. Okay, and then the final one is the finer things. And yeah, as I was saying, you really appreciate the finer things and can recognize them. So please like this video, comment if it resonated, share the video if you think it would encourage anyone else, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for coming to this reading. I hope it blessed, inspired, and encouraged you. And I will be moving on to pile 3. Pile 3. If you chose, through prayer and meditation, I create a ripple effect of peace in the world. So I see you are a peacemaker. You may be gifted at meditation. You may be able to teach meditation, or your prayers and meditations actually affect people in the world, and it brings peace. And ultimately, you affect the world. You have world-changing, world-affecting energy, like uplifting the vibration of the planet with your thoughts and your meditations and your words. So we have 3 tarot cards, and they are the 2 of Cups, the 7 of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. So you may be very well in unity with your higher self. You're a very good partner. You could be in the healing profession of some sort. Yeah, so partnerships of all kinds are your strength. You are good, dealing with people one-on-one. You're good in conversation. You're kind and generous. You may work with chakras or Kundalini energy or be knowledgeable in that. I mean, you may be good when it comes to like country living off the land possibly, or like farming or growing things, gardening of some sort. You may be a traveler, you have knowledge of Egypt. You could be a performer or good at performing. Oh, I see a circus here or a fair. Maybe like the circus or the fair, or just see, the performance aspect of that. You could be someone who plays practical jokes and are good at that. You're good at clowning around and making people laugh. And you're good at doing things on the down low, like doing things in the background. You could probably have gotten away with things in your younger years, so you're really good at, I don't know, maybe we're good at shoplifting or something. Not recommending that at all, but you could get away with stuff. So you're good at that. You're good at making up stories. You may be good at, storytelling. You may have been a good liar. I'm picking that up because of the 7 of Swords. I don't think you're a bad person. It shows you're a very loving person, a person that can be in harmony with other people. You have a lot of passion. You help people to become a better version of themselves, to not have to depend on others. You're a very independent person. You build self-esteem in others. You're very humble in nature. And mediator, gift for negotiating fairness and strategy in personal and professional life. Respect for both sides of an argument. So you can really help be a peacemaker. And with this Seven of Swords, I definitely see the strategy. So you're a very strategic person, and you can see all of the different nuances and aspects of situations or conflicts or something like that, so you can help people work things out. And yes, definitely the partnership of working well with other people and a connection with yourself. You can be very charitable and giving. I'm thinking motocross. I'm not sure why. Don't know much about it. You could be a good bicyclist. People might see you as fortunate. Maybe you can make a very good cup of coffee or cappuccino or espresso, something like that. Work with different hairstyles. And we have some for your gifts. Ooh, this is a lot. So you must be very gifted and talented here. Okay, we have caretaking. So you're good at taking care of other people or animals or a garden or some living things. Archaeology. You may be interested in archaeology or something you might be good at. Ethics. So you're a very ethical person and you understand right and wrong, and you have very grounded thoughts there. Counseling. So yes, with the mediator, you'd be good at counseling, listening, giving good advice. People person. You're definitely good with people. That's come up. Clairvoyant. You have a psychic seeing, so you may be able to, visualize events and things before they happen. Magic. You're a very magical being, and you could practice magic. It could be something you could be good at. Candle magic, sex magic. You're balanced with the two. That makes sense, of a very balanced masculine and feminine energy. Cleaning. So you may like things really clean and together and organized, and you're very good at cleaning or maybe even cleansing energy. Spirituality. So you're in touch with spirit and have some kind of a spiritual practice, or that would be something good for you or something you'd be talented at. Healing. With the counseling and mediator and being good with people, you definitely have a healing aspect. The occult. So you're good with mysteries and exploring mysteries, and that, I think we got archaeology, and I think that is really good in the realm of mystery and the occult. Warrior. So I'm hearing started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now the whole team up in here. So you're a warrior. You've overcome a lot, and you are not afraid to fight, and you will fight for what's right. Kissing. So you're a good kisser. Acting. Be good at acting, like I said, performing or storytelling or something along those lines. Pets. So you may be good with pets and animals, and maybe pets are just drawn to you. Multitasking, so you can handle a lot of things at once. And with the guy with the Seven of Swords, he's carrying 5 swords, so I think that's saying, you can do a lot of different things going on at the same time, and you can handle that well. And a student, so you're a good student, you may be really smart, might be easy for you to learn. Advice, once again, we mentioned this before, you're good at giving advice. And love, so you're good in the arena of love, a good partner, a good romantic partner as well. So this is your reading. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. I hope that blessed, encouraged, inspired you in some way. And I really appreciate you being here. So I'm just going to clean this up and we'll be moving on to pile number 4. If you chose pile number 4, this is your reading. What are your gifts and talents? And your card is happiness is my birthright. So I think you may have overcome sadness, depression, anxiety, or really being in the space of being unhappy. And you've learned how to prioritize your happiness, how to be in the present moment. You are able to help others with that. And you realize that you are going to follow your bliss. You could be good at astronomy or enjoy astronomy or the night skies of some sort or the different universes, multiverses. You know, maybe you could help people with birthing or help pregnant people or help bring things to birth into fruition in a symbolic way. So you have the Hanged Man as your tarot cards, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Swords. So you have a different perspective on life and a different lifestyle. You probably see things differently than most people see it. You may be good at yoga. It's just you have a very good perspective, and the way you live your life is inspiring and something that other people aspire to do, like outside of the norm. It may be considered eccentric to some people, but it's very, like I said, inspiring. And you have a lot of wisdom and a lot of truth. You may be into the angelic realm of some sort. You might like etymology. And if you know what that is, then you probably like it or have some interest in it. I think you're a very good communicator. You communicate clearly and concisely. And you communicate new perspectives. You help people see things that they weren't able to see before. You help people overcome heartbreak. You might be a listening ear for friends or give very good advice. And I think you are able to overcome conflict very with ease, with I'm gonna say swag, but you're just able to finesse situations and finesse people, and I'm saying that in the best way. That you like drop bombs of wisdom down on people, and they're like, where did that freaking come from? But communication and words and intellect are definitely your strong suits here. And I do think you help people, or are able to help people to get over disappointments and stuff, because I think you've been through it. You've been through grief. You have a level of maturity in you and wisdom. You're probably an old soul of some sort. You may have raised kids, or you may have knowledge in raising children or mentoring people or teaching people. You could be some kind of a spiritual teacher or just a teacher in general. You may have been good at jousting or with some kind of something similar to jousting. Or maybe in the martial arts where there's some kind of fighting going on. You may be very spry with your words and even your physicality as well. Someone who's very, I'm trying to think of the words for these things. Yeah, spry was the best one I can get. Some very quick on your feet, very intelligent, very, very, very sharp-witted, probably very witty in general, which takes a good level of intelligence. Enlightened, awakened. Okay, we're gonna look at the archetype cards. And somehow I got a blank card. There's 6 of those in the deck, and I think you're supposed to, fill it in. So I'm thinking, you think outside of the box. You have so many gifts and talents that you can't be contained by just a few. And I think here, it's thinking outside the box, like right here with the Hanged Man of what I was getting, of living a lifestyle and thinking thoughts and being able to express those thoughts and opinions that really opens wide the perspectives of people and opens the possibilities in life to people. And mystic revels in intimate union with the divine. So you are very mystical. You are probably good at divination. You can get messages from the divine with the Hanged Man that makes sense as well. You could really lead people with your wisdom. You'd be a good leader. Kind of like, I live this life, and by virtue of you living life, people will follow. Like, your energy is just that you draw that leadership capacity to you. You draw people to you and draw people into the lifestyle that you choose because of your powerful and mystical energy. And we are going to pull some messages for you. Well, I guess these aren't messages. These are more of your gifts and talents. We have life experience. So yeah, with the Queen of Swords, you have a level of maturity and life experience that may be like more mature than your age, no matter what age you are. And you have various life experiences that are not common. Professor. So you'd be a good professor. You're very wise and knowledgeable, ability to teach, ability to speak, of higher education. Yoga, once again. So you might be good at yoga. If you don't do that, yoga and meditation. Maybe you'd be a good yoga teacher, instructor, or a meditation teacher. Aromatherapy. So you may be good with aromas and perfumes and how different scents or herbs will affect people physically, mentally, emotionally. Landscaping. So you may be good with the outside and making things look pretty, and with growing things and all different kinds of things in that regard. Numbers. So you could be very, numerical, good with math, good with finances or accounting or statistics, or be very interested in statistics or have a gift in that area. And then center of attention. I wouldn't say you necessarily like to be the center of attention, but with that energy that I was sensing from you, I think you do become the center of attention. And it's a good thing, because then they follow your lead and you have a very good lead. Spell work. So you could be good with words, good at making what you say happen. Maybe the actual magical, mystical thing of actual spell work. Prophetic. So you may have prophetic dreams, prophetic truths, prophetic knowledge. You know what's going to happen before it happens. And makeup. So you might be good with makeup on some level. of doing other people's makeup or costume makeup or making things up to people, or with makeup, and maybe you tell good stories you can make up. And that is what I have for you. I hope that inspired and encouraged you. Please give this video a like, comment how it resonated, and I hope this blessed you. Have a wonderful day, my beautiful people, whenever you're seeing this, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you and goodbye.